And with that, we're going to throw it over to Cronoon for Alien Soldier. Cronoon, take it away.
Alien Soldier, se eu não me engano, é o contra do Mega Drive. Exclamação agenda pro calendário aí.
Pancakes, Cyphrin, 8, Dr. Fat Buddy, Dagran, Faust, 4712, and C. Patu.
Como que Discord cai no mundo? Porra, desrespeito com o universo esse.
Here's another fantastic treasure gem, and I'm really glad to show this off again. Last time I showed was by Zos. Really glad to follow up on his runs. It's an amazing game. I guess the first thing to get out of the way is the crazy plot of this game, which doesn't make a lot of sense, so I'll try my best as quick as possible. Let's see, okay, so this takes place on A Earth, and the A humans developed themselves, like, genetically, they had some genetic...
É uma mulher pássaro que é um humano, só com tecnologia.
And this evil terrorist group called Scarlet takes over the world, and they're led by Epsilon. But then this counter-terrorist force fights them, and then his space-time continuum is blown open, and Epsilon gets sent into the void. And then She-Tiger takes over Scarlet, and then...
This is all what actually happens in the story.
And, but Tiger is a tyrant, so they want, Scarlet wants Epsilon back, but Epsilon is in the... He possesses a boy in the research facility, and so Tiger's like, "Here's this girl, I will kill her," and then he's like, "No!" And so, Epsilon is actually his good and evil split into two forms, and then now he's trying to save his terrorist group. Alien Soldier.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the plot. Okay, so. I guess the other thing is, yeah, I'm doing super easy. I'm sorry. I'm making this game look
Dizem as lendas aí que caiu a...
This game actually is already super hard, but that's just a troll from the developers.
A internet na casa do servidor do Discord, puxaram o cabo lá.
The differences are pretty small overall, just bosses. Different enemies in the stages, and the bosses have slightly different patterns. It's very small stuff. Play super easy if you're gonna play this game. You have infinite lives though. I will be upset if I die once though. Dang, am I missing anything?
Aguardem minutos aí.
I guess I'll just go over just real quick the controls, and then I'll get right into it. And then I guess Dagran can help out, and the rest, and I'll just blast away. All right, so here are all the weapons. I'm just gonna use Flame and Lancer. Flame is used for biological enemies, Lancer for robots. I'm gonna use for Type 2 to help me just decipher certain things. There's all sorts of different ones, but one I'll go through.
Falar que a gente tá falando com o Sam. O Sam é paciente, ele já tem o link do Hangout, então ele vai brotar aqui daqui a pouco. Porra, véi. Aí. Estamos ao vivo? Maravilha. Agora sim. A gente teve que dar um jeito aqui. César, pode deixar que eu cuido aqui, não se preocupa.
Beleza, já era.
Então tá bom. Queridos, mil desculpas aí pelos problemas técnicos, tá? Quem tá falando com vocês aqui é o Forfan. Não sei se vai aparecer aí pra vocês. Porque como o Discord caiu a nível mundial, a gente não tem aí basicamente quase todo o controle do evento, né? Por sorte, eu tinha o celular do Restream, a gente tá quebrando um galho aqui. E vamos pra run. Primeiro eu vou falar da run, depois a gente fala dos problemas. Vocês estão vendo, é Alien Soldier, jogão de Mega Drive. Nosso herói Galinácio aí vai usar muito esse dash de fogo aí. Tá? Basicamente, o que acontece? Esse dash de fogo é a principal arma que você usa, tá? E ela só pode ser usada quando você está com a vida cheia. E quando você usa ela, você consome 30 de vida. Tá? É basicamente o ataque que mais dá dano no jogo. Quem jogou esse jogo casualmente vai ver que esse jogo é muito difícil. Ele tá usando o fogo porque basicamente aumenta as chances dele conseguir recuperar a vida. E ele vai usar esse laser, né, que é o Force, porque também é um dos melhores ataques que tem. Justamente por esse disparo de múltiplos hits. Pode ver também que a armadura dele muda de cor, e isso é quando ele troca entre os modos de movimento. Um dos modos permite que ele dispare parado. Ele tomou uma bomba ali, tá com menos vida.
He's a boss that you wonder how he smells.
Yeah, so there's these bombs that are dropping down. He's gonna try to hopefully get a counter force on the backside. That's the main weak spot.
Ok, ele conseguiu o ponto fraco. Se vocês repararem, quando ele causa dano no boss, aparece uma quantidade ali no enemy, aparece uma porcentagem. Que basicamente aonde ele acerta é quanto a fraqueza do boss permite, né, o dano acontecer.
And that's when you don't have a certain force selected, it will replenish itself gradually over time until it reaches max.
Abusing collision detection there.
Shout out to Box and his fear of giant crabs.
Muito legal essa hitbox aí do boss. Eu sofria pra caramba com esse chefe quando eu jogava. Basicamente, o posicionamento dele permitiu evitar os ataques.
So coming up next is Joker. He's another sort of luck-based boss. Now we want ideally for this frog to just take a giant leap straight up and literally bonk his head onto the ceiling. Otherwise, he will do a normal jump. Okay, he's doing the big bonk. And so he kind of spends a little bit of time to fall himself back down on the ground. Alright, so this next section here is pretty tricky.
Sim, estamos sem o Discord ainda, né? Estamos fazendo uma chamada de hangouts aqui para quebrar o galho e poder comentar.
You're still able to get full life though, so just a very small loss.
Como vocês podem ver, o jogo é basicamente uma boss rush. Ou seja, você vai enfrentar muitos chefes no caminho.
Alright.
Clean.
Thank you. The attendant, they're just freaking out. We are far from done now.
Yeah. I haven't seen Birdman do this well since the 90s.
Espero que vocês estejam ouvindo bem, porque já foi.
So, the next boss coming up is another pretty bad luck-based boss. There is a certain quick kill setup, but the thing is, once Cronin leaves the train here, there's going to be some wind that's going to push him back, and it really makes it hard to get that quick kill setup. So what he's going to do is he's going to go to the far left screen and hope this guy does exactly what he wants. Oh, come on. There he is.
Always the second one. Almost always.
That was nice.
Not going to get baited there. Oh. All right, so we have a little bit of a sort of not a scroller here, just killing a bunch of little enemies, a bunch of flies. This is a good time for donations, if there's any.
Bem, agora basicamente ele vai continuar indo aí nessa parte. Praticamente um auto-scroller aí, mesmo tendo esse mini-chefe aí no meio do caminho.
We got $5 from Ms. Scratch 1313 that said up early and decided to start.
Vocês podem ver, ele tem um ataque aí que ele faz uma explosãozinha pequena. Isso é feito apertando rapidamente o ataque, né? E isso faz com que, se você acerta um projétil com isso, você cria um negócio de life. Agora essa maravilhosa CG aí.
Power up.
So, despite how much build-up there is to that cutscene,
it doesn't even look that cool afterwards.
Well,
e é isso que eu chamo de transformação.
And on top of that, He's the easiest fight.
Look at him. He's doing the dance that we're doing for Rage.
Yeah.
I mean, a pop lock.
The side tiger goes down real easy there. Once he actually starts doing the dance, his hitbox actually shrinks. So you can actually get even closer to him. It's, yeah.
So a stage 10 out of how many? It was like 26 stages, right?
Oh, nice. So Cronin got...
Como vocês podem ver, ele conseguiu ali passar por dentro da parte ali, é um pequeno skip que tem.
Cronin's gonna try to get the camera once again manipulated for this guy so the boss can be on the right side.
Ele manipula a câmera agora para forçar o chefe ao lado. E dá o counter dash, né, que é esse ataque.
Depending on how he's kind of moving around, you can potentially not kill him in a single Phoenix dash.
Alright, so this boss's name is pretty fun. They all have pretty fun names. Canon name, Professor Hyrule Kakamemi.
This fight is terrible. Okay.
Now you got the Dippy.
Yeah.
Essa é uma luta complicada porque tem uma mecânica de vento. Não sei se vocês conseguem perceber as partículas.
This is kind of a bad pattern, but it's not the worst. He can also just randomly teleport around, which he's completely invincible when this happens. We want him to do this. Unfortunately, kind of in a...
E quando você cai na água, o jogo te fala, né, para apertar os botões para subir. E você perde vida enquanto não faz isso.
So I have to wait for this auto-scroller to start. If I actually killed him immediately there, pretty strong chance of the auto-scroller just taking its time. There's a chance that it could take like 6 seconds per pixel. It takes about 2 minutes. I'm not gonna let that happen, you guys.
Agora a gente vai ter o personagem mais fofinho aí. O dono do iate aí, o Ted.
Yeah, it's terrible. Like it does cost about 2 minutes. So here's a little friendly teddy bear giving us a little ride. This boat.
Look at him heading on into the beat, yo.
Tem que prestar atenção nessas lagostas porque assim atrapalham muito.
So this boat's a little bit hard to control. You do need fixed shot in order to properly control it. Otherwise, you'll just run right off the boat. But you can control it by simply crouching and then move it, you know, holding a certain direction. And he's going to do that in order to get this boss in the proper spots in order to get the proper damage and be able to still dodge his attacks.
No!
Yo, man, you better avenge the bear.
Chat, eu gostaria que vocês mandassem um F aí pro Ted. Um momento de silêncio enquanto ele derrota esse boss com um ótimo posicionamento.
Good. So after a certain period of time, he'll actually take a swim in the water and start throwing all these lobsters out. So, good thing you avoided that. So he's got a lot of health he needs to recover here. This guy right here can give him a lot of health, but he can also be a bit of a jerk in that he can do things like this, where he stays in the water for a while and...
basicamente assim, ele tá tentando matar esse chefe fora da água, mas ele não conseguiu. Ele cria todos aqueles HPs para o próximo chefe, mas ele não pôde. Então ele vai ter que se virar aí sem o... sem o Super Dash lá, o golpe que tira 1 milhão de vida. Bom, obviamente, como vocês podem notar, ele tem essa manipulação aí.
This boss, what attack he uses depends on where you're kind of situated from.
Vocês podem ver, vale a pena para ele tomar um pouco de dano e pegar alguns HPs, né? Quando tem muito HP acumulado. Quase cheio. Ah, ele matou antes. Maravilha.
Use your imagination.
All right, so here, coming up here is probably one of my favorite fights. Really genius use of the light.
Quando ele pega cada um dos power-ups ali, se esse power-up está em um poder diferente, ele troca o poder que ele tem ali no menu. Se ele está no poder que ele já tem, ele dá um upgrade nesse poder, tanto em dano quanto em munição. Vocês podem perceber o quanto de força os golpes têm. Eles, pelo valor de o valor máximo de munição ali, né? Ali o player é a vida dele, o force é o quanto de munição a arma tem e a vida do chefe, que é o enemy.
Yeah, so Sunset's thing here, he's got these poison stingers. If they do latch on to Cronoon, he can actually teleport, or yeah, he can use the teleport in order to shake them off.
É muito importante nesse chefe ele ter o cuidado de evitar os espinhos, né? Que são venenosos, causam muito dano. Mas ele tá mandando muito bem.
And this is quite a large sticking point because the next upcoming fight, there's he's got to do a certain trick in order to actually get a very, very quick kill on him. And let's see if he gets it. This is very critical. Oh,
a little high.
Yeah. So unfortunately, at some point, he's probably going to get knocked down into the pit. And yeah, it's the thing with this spider is the backside is the main weak point, and he's mainly weak to fire. But of course, fire's limited range, and the spider doesn't often expose the backside until at least these little spiders drag him, Cronoon down here.
Yeah, really unfortunate, but about a 50.
O ponto fraco da aranha é a parte traseira dela, na verdade, e ela é fraca a fogo. O problema é que o fogo é uma arma de curto alcance, né? Inclusive, quanto mais você dispara ela, mais curto fica o alcance dela. Então é bem difícil, ele tem que esperar essas aranhas puxarem para baixo, e ele fez aí.
That's okay. I'm still feeling good, and the craziest boss fights are yet to come.
So, Cronoon, you mentioned about the alter ego of Epsilon.
Right. So Epsilon's personality split into two in that whole story. This is apparently the evil side.
Yeah. So, since this is a mechanical fight, the Lancer is the only form of damage that Cronoon can do. And unfortunately, because he did lose the Phoenix Dash, he kind of does have to resort to a bit of the slower strats.
Agora ele falou o nome correto do Dash, é Phoenix Dash. É o Corrida da Fênix.
Pretty simple fight.
Nice backup.
Yeah. Good job.
Thank you. I burned up too much flame during the Bug Max fight.
Esse jogo é muito difícil. Ele joga muito bem, então não sei se dá pra perceber, mas esse jogo é muito punitivo.
Pretty inconsistent at times in terms of routing. You got to be very flexible, kind of think on your feet, on your talons.
Yeah. So while this cutscene's sort of playing out, there's one thing I probably should specify. There are weapon pickups, like to increase the number of your Flame Force and Lancer Force. I think it increases by 250 each time.
Real quick, we don't know who that guy was. He's just some guy.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Also, another important thing is that Cronoon's gonna try to do a pretty important.
Não sei se o Leandro tá no chat, mas ele pode confirmar, mas eu acredito que sim, que esse jogo seja da Treasure.
But it's right after. He's got to get this full health here. Oh, come on.
Ooh, a little bit of trouble there.
Alright, see if he gets it.
Que é a mesma criadora de Gunstar Heroes.
Nice.
Yeah,
so that entire section there, you kind of have to walk upside down and hope the flies don't snipe you and knock you into the pit. So Destroyer here, how he works, he'll do that teleport when he's too far to the right, and he's going to progressively go inch his way a little further to the right. He wants to get these things to stop surrounding the boss, and then slowly whittle down the health itself.
Aí se ele conseguiu pegar a recuperação de vida ali, conseguiu encaixar um pouco de dano no chefe a mais.
One side effect of that clip he actually did before the boss is that he still needs to.
A Treasure tem a mania de reaproveitar um pouco as coisas.
And this is particularly important for another boss fight coming up. And it's a pretty infamous boss fight, I'll tell you what.
Get out of here.
Okay.
Ótimo, ele conseguiu pegar uma recuperação de vida ali, usou o Phoenix Dash.
It can be pretty difficult if you do miss your counter forces and get your and not have the actual.
Ooh, nice flex. That was cool.
Oh, nice. Okay, so he actually got to Melon Bread at full health.
So, Treasure made a bunch of games. Another really famous.
Esse chefe também pertence ao Gunstar Heroes. Não sei se vocês lembram do Melon Bread.
This is an annoying pattern.
Mas diferente de lá, aqui ele é bem mais ativo.
Yeah. So pretty simple fight as Melon Bread is expected to be, but he can be a bit of a nuisance in this particular game, and that's because the next fight coming up is pretty infamous. Welcome to Seven Forces. If you've played Gunstar Heroes, you've heard the theme. Enjoy the music. We do call this the Seven Forces.
Eu vou até ficar quieto durante essa luta dos Seven Forces para vocês ouvirem a música.
And this first one here, it's the most random. It's also the most annoying. We want him to throw the boomerang, which he is not doing. He's just whittling his way over to you and trying to take pot shots with his feet. Of course, we don't want him to be throwing projectiles when he's on the side of the on the side of the room there. So unfortunately, pretty bad luck there.
Not able to get the best fight. I'm a little nervous. I'm honest. This game is hard.
So right here is Medusa Force. You're going to be seeing a lot of the Zero Teleport being utilized. There's a lot of health pickups to take advantage of. Unfortunately, because of the unfortunate start with the Valkyrie Force, he's going to try to get out of this phase as soon as possible. Oh no, you're actually going for the health. Okay.
I'm gonna wait because my Lancers, which is this laser attack, are pretty low. Just gonna grab this.
Okay.
This also allows me to do.
Ele esperou um pouco, ele não trigou a próxima fase do boss, justamente para poder pegar o Lancer Force ali.
Alright, there we go. So that gives a lot of damage early. As you can see, his health is about halfway down.
Ele aproveita para encaixar ali bastante dano com o Phoenix Dash.
Yeah, this is a pretty reactive force here. Like he likes to block if you get too antsy with your Lancer shots. All right, so this phase here can be manipulated. If you get close enough, she'll try to do the backflip, which launches a projectile that you can get a health pack from, or a little bit of health, so that you can do. Not being very cooperative. There we go. So that projectile right there, and we want to utilize the Phoenix Dash.
Ele basicamente está manipulando o chefe. Quando está muito perto, ele dá esse backflip e.
Not over quite yet, because now we have Siren Force, and this is probably the hardest force the hardest phase in this fight, casually speaking. But in the speed run, the main thing with this fight is making sure you just have enough Lancers to finish the job, which tends to be a problem at times.
Also known as washing machine force.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ele está explicando que o grande problema dessa luta é você conseguir manejar a quantidade de Lancer Force que você tem, né? Essa arma aí do laser.
While you're launching out your Lancer Force, you will lose that. You'll lose that energy. So it's all about proper timing of your Lancer shots, and that will. That was a bit of a rough fight, but you know, it is the true ultimate boss of this game. So, way to go, Gronin.
Thank you.
É bem difícil. O jogo é muito difícil, mas é muito bom.
Sulfate Force, the green flying one. That one's really hard. So showing that off is good. That and the zip are newer strats. So that happy about that.
Another traditional stage in any good treasure game is space.
So this is going to be Cronin's time to get some health for the next fight. It's a bit of an auto-scroller, so if you have time for some donations, unless you have something to chime in on, Cronin?
No. Please go ahead with donations if you got any.
Absolutely. We've got $5 from Face saying first time donating and love the show and the cause. Keep the great runs coming. We've also got $50 from Cletus saying love GDQ and everything they do. Good luck to the runners and keep up the great work, everyone. We have a $25 donation from Michiko, leaving no comment, but thank you for the donation.
Também uma coisa importante para dizer é que, assim, quando ele tem uma arma que zera, né, a munição, ela lentamente se regenera. Só que ela só regenera quando você não tá com ela equipada, ou seja, você pode deixar a arma na reserva para que ela encha.
That's why we kind of ideally wanted the red attack from that fight. There is another boss fight though coming up that we will take advantage of that particular piece of tech. Right now, Kronun is going to want to get full health for this by the end of this. Oh.
Ele tá tentando garantir nesse outro explorer aí. Não conseguiu, ele tá tentando garantir ter vida máxima, né? Para poder usar o Phoenix Dash. Mas não deu muito certo.
It's okay. I can get him into a second, a backup. One interesting thing that just hasn't been brought up is in the top right side of the screen there, you see under the ammo like this timer? Yeah, the game has a timer, and you die if it runs out.
Vocês não devem ter reparado, mas tem pequeno timer ali do lado. Se esse tempo zerar, você morre também. Ou seja, não basta o jogo ser difícil, exigir movimentação aérea de você e ter munição limitada. Ele também te mata se você demorar.
Zooming close to the end of the game here, about 3 more bosses. Got a nice, one of the biggest sprites in the game here, showing off the Genesis' wonderful ability to handle sprites.
That is really impressive.
Wolf Gunblood Garopa.
So this is going to be the last fight we're going to see use of the Flame Force. The main weak point is the rider himself, and it is the Flame Force, and there you go. Good kill. Good kill. All right, so 2 more fights.
O tempo inteiro matando chefes esse jogo. Muito bom. Ele vai te dar uma quick kill agora.
This whole auto scroller to go faster by pushing the platform down. And now he wants to properly time the Lancer Force so that he can prevent this boss from going on the upper side of the screen here. Hopefully he gets it. And he got it.
Bem, o que ele fez ali foi basicamente locar o chefe embaixo, né? E com isso ele evitou tipo, toda a parte de luta onde ele teria que lidar com outra fase.
So this guy likes to flip the table. It takes a while. It's 15 seconds per. So this might pop me over estimate. We'll find out in very shortly here. I won't say how many times I've seen it. We'll find out.
Also, a bit of a seizure warning here. A lot of flashing. That's a good start though to the luck. You want him to get to the left side here.
Ele aproveita ali o ataque do inimigo do canhão para poder encher de novo a vida e poder dar mais Phoenix Dashes, né?
Does a ton of damage.
Quase.
Oh, wow.
Time.
Wow.
Tem. Aí, maravilha. GG.
Good job.
Esse foi Alien Soldier.
Yeah, so we did not get to see him flip the table.
Yeah, the most I've seen him flip the table, so it's 15 seconds per.
E como ele está explicando, o boss tem um ataque que literalmente vira a plataforma onde eles estão.
Wouldn't be a treasure game without the RNG.
It seems terrible, but this game is so awesome and it's so fun to play, and like just getting good at this game has been a thrill that I don't mind that. I don't mind this game's RNG. It's a beautiful game, and I love representing Treasure as much as possible. It's awesome stuff.
O cara tá dando um shout-out pro jogo e pra produtora Treasure, e eu tenho que concordar com ele, tipo, são jogos lindos, a Treasure tem muito carinho com os jogos dela, tanto esse jogo quanto Gunstar Heroes. Eu não tenho certeza, mas eu acho que Ranger X também é deles. Então, assim, é muito legal.
And Infi as well, I believe. And just, I guess, thanks, Mom, for not getting on my case. And
até um ponto importante aqui para o pessoal que tá para as narrações, tá? A planilha de